Hello everyone and welcome. In this video I'm going to talk about the collections module, more specifically the Deque container. So the collections module is basically a module that contains specific methods and classes. So the first thing to do is to import the module. Now to do that you can either write from collections import asterisk, and this imports all the functionalities or the module. Or you could write import collections, and this does the same thing. Or you can import a specific class. So the class I'm going to talk about today is going to be the Deque. So I'm going to write from collections import Deque. Now, if you were to import multiple classes at the same time, for example, there's another class that's called named tuple. You would just write a comma and then the name of the other class. But for now, I'm just going to import Deque. So a Deque is sort of a list, but it was built to facilitate adding and removing elements from the front and the back of the Deque. So to create one, you have to import it, and then you can write, for example, data equals Deque, like so. And then let's print data so that you can see data with an A like that. And this will print data Deque. So sorry, it took a while to run, but there you go. Okay, so now let's populate our Deque with a string, for example, data. Notice that when you print this Deque, it's going to generate a list with all the letters of the string separated. You can append elements to your Deque using the append method, just like a list. So for example, let's append h, and this would append h to the end of your Deque, like so. But you can also do this to the front of your Deque. So you can append to the front of your Deque using the append left method. And let's append h again. And you can see that now h is both at the beginning and at the end of my Deque. You can also do this with the pop method. So if you want to remove an element from your Deque, you can use the pop. So you can see that the h that I appended at the end is now gone. And you can also do this to the start of your Deque. So data.pop left, like so. And this will remove the h that I appended to the beginning of my Deque. So data again. You can also append elements to your Deque using the extend method. So for example, data.extend, and then let's extend, for example, hi. And now if I run this code, you can see that hi is now appended. This extend method is especially useful if you want to append multiple elements to your Deque. So for example, you would put a list in here and then a few numbers. And then if I run this code, you can see that all of these numbers are now appended to my Deque. And as always, you can also do this to the front of your Deque. So extend like that, left. And then you would put a list in here and 3, 8, 1, etc. And notice that these numbers are appended in reversed order. So I wrote first 2, then 8, then 1, but in here it appeared 1, then 8, then 2. Okay, so now let's talk about the clear. So clear basically, well, clears the Deque. So it empties it. So clear. Oh, clear. Sorry. Okay, so now my Deque is empty. And let me just comment this out so that we can keep going. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is going to be max len. So max len equals, for example, 3. Then the maximum number of elements that my Deque can contain is 3. So now if I run this code, it would only print the first 3 elements of my Deque. And now if I try to append an element to my Deque, for example, data.append left, so to the front of my Deque, I'm going to append to a string like that. Then my well, this is not a good example because no, actually it is, because this is a string. So now if I run this code, you can see that my string is now in front of my Deque, and the number 2 that I had printed before is now gone. So it was replaced with this string. Okay, so that's it for the video. I hope it was easy to understand. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like and subscribe to help support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.